What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. As always,
I'm Ken.
And I am John.
What's up, John?
Welcome to another episode.
Welcome back to Speakeasy, guys.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Please like, subscribe, comment.
Love us, hate us,
hate
all
us.
that. You know the drill. Come on, help us out, guys. Help
Comments
us out.
have been more hateful than loving lately, and it drives me a little crazy, but
No,
I love it.
on.
No, I love it.
No,
I love it.
You get some snobbery once in a while, you know.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Just guys, we're having fun. You know,
Yeah.
we're drinking, and sometimes we're a little off in our comments when we have a few
When
episodes.
our comments, they were usually
yeah. Sometimes we do it more than actually today we might be doing 4.
I
So
told my wife that I was coming here today, and she's like, when did you start this again? And I was like, December 2021. She goes, so December, it'll be, in a few more months, it'll be 5 years.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be 5 years.
Yeah, we should do something special.
Wow.
Yeah.
5 years, man.
I know. We should have saved this bottle for 5 years. This is pretty good. This is a pretty good one.
Yeah. I'm actually, I'm excited, Ken. So what do we got today?
Today we have Weller Single Barrel. Okay. I actually have never, ever had it in general.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've never opened my bottle, and I've never had it at any bar or anything of the sort or anyone's house.
All right.
So this is going to be fun. You know, I was telling John before this, I said, you know, I kind of don't care about opening it right now because the secondary's gone down so much on this. So it's, I might as well open it because I can get another bottle of it for you know, and it's not too bad. Because originally these were in the secondary, they were going upwards of $4.50 to even $5 at one point.
Wow.
It could have even been more than that, guys. And
Wow.
now, $200. For secondary. And that could be a lot because Buffalo Trace is producing a lot more now.
Yeah.
They're putting a lot more out there, so it is taking some of these values, making things more reachable, which is good.
Yeah, that's a good
we
thing.
never had in the
Absolutely.
past. Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm not familiar too much with the whole Weller lineup, so I don't really understand the difference between all of them.
Yeah, a lot. It depends what you like. I mean, the small batch is... It's one of those ones like I would never spend probably more than like $50 on it.
Right.
And that's your green label.
Okay.
You know, there's always been that debate between the 12-year and the Antique 107, which one people like better. You know, 12-year used to have more of that allure, but now like a lot of people are like, you know, I kind of like that 107 proof.
So what is it? It's the single barrel,
the
small batch, the 107, the full proof, the CYPB.
Craft Your Perfect Bourbon.
What does that mean?
So it was like at one point they were doing some kind of like, I don't know if it was a contest or something like that, and it was for basically the fans of Weller to create a bourbon.
Oh,
okay. I don't know if people were submitting certain mash bills. I don't know the full story on that, guys, but because we're not doing CYPB right now, but it was something along those lines.
Okay.
And then
I'm missing one, I believe.
So you had the full proof, the 12, the single barrel.
The 12. I'm missing the 12.
Oh, yeah, the 12-year. And
so there's 6 total, right?
Yeah, well, then there's William LaRue, which isn't necessarily, some people are like, oh, that should be part of the lineup, but it's a very expensive bottle that you're not necessarily... I feel like the lineup should be all the ones with these colors.
Just those colors, yeah. The rainbow,
yeah, and then there's like Daniel Weller, too. That's another one, too, that people...
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so there's, there's a couple out there.
Okay.
But, but this is going to be fun. It's not as proofy as what me and John usually go for. This is... So, once again, if you know your Weller, it's a wheated bourbon. And all these Wellers here are wheated. This lineup here, and it's coming in at 48.5% alcohol, 97 proof. And is there any little story on this? William LaRue Weller, born in 1825, spent most of his life educating the public on his first of its kind bourbon recipe using wheat in the mash bill. Weller's gentle, mild, and smooth sipping experience changed whiskey as we know it, handpicked and bottled one exceptional barrel at a time. This special release is bourbon to be savored, delivering nuanced variations from the aging process. For the refined bourbon palate, no two barrels are quite the same. Expect distinct, full-body flavor in the celebrated tradition of Weller's wheated bourbon. There you go.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds really good.
Yeah. Let's get that peeled.
Yeah, I do not own a Weller. I think I've only had it once or twice. We did use it in our Poor Man's Pappy video.
Yeah, we had the antique and the 12,
In the 12, yeah.
which that video did pretty well for us, actually.
It did. Still, I think still to this day, that's our.
It's pretty.
It gets a lot of views. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, check it out. Go back and watch our. We made Poor Man's Pappy. Our
Yeah,
own
I
version,
think it's
using the two Wellers.
Yeah, it's what we're at 20-something thousand
Wow.
views, maybe I think for that. I don't know. So it's up there.
All right.
That might be our saving grace. Okay, man. I feel, dude. I haven't had bourbon in quite a few days, man. So this will be fun. Last night.
No. Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday. Yeah, 4 days, 3 days.
I like weeders, so just so you, as you know, John's kind of like been. I don't know. I feel like you've been leaning towards them more lately, but you've kind of originally were saying you were not as much of a weeder fan. All right, this got nice notes.
Oh wow,
It's got a nice
citrus note.
You're getting some citrus on there. All right. I'm getting that oak. There's something else in there.
Butterscotch.
I was gonna say something like a butterscotch. I was gonna say that some of that nice caramel note on there too.
Definitely getting it. It's definitely a citrusy smell.
Yeah.
But almost like I want to say maybe like a peel though. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a citrus peel.
I'm getting cereal.
Cereal.
Yeah, when I kind of like that, you know, your generic. That's when you say cereal, you kind of point towards that. One note. I don't know what it is to describe it. I just say cereal, but do it with the mouth open and see if you get cereal. And breathe through the mouth too. Anything?
What, like a Cheerios cereal?
Yeah, I don't know. Something more like,
like a Lucky Charms, like that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, kind of like that. But that would be more oaty almost. But yeah,
I'm getting like a black cherry smell.
okay. I can see that. I can see that. I think you're hitting all the right notes before I'm getting them, and because I'm smelling them after you say it.
It smells like it's going to be really good.
So you're saying black cherry. I'm actually saying cherry, just cherry.
Like maraschino?
Yeah, just straight up cherry. Like when you think cherry, I think it's black cherry. I get a little bit more of a deeper kind of note.
I'm getting it for the lighter. I mean, it's 97 proof, whatever it is. Like,
Which is not necessarily
it's not light.
Yeah,
but I am getting a little bit of ethanol on there.
okay. Some heat on that nose. All right, let's taste it out.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh wow. Oh, that's nice.
That is really good.
That is really nice.
I'm getting a little maple.
I'm doubled down on that cherry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting some of that cherry.
Yeah. Definitely taste the oak.
Yeah. I'm getting that oak on the finish, John.
It's going to sound a little crazy. I'm getting a tad bit of like a chocolatey flavor almost.
Okay.
Almost like a chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah.
You know the ones where you bite into it and all the liquids in there?
Yeah. Those are good. I like those.
This is nice.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the hug?
It doesn't last very long. The mouthfeel lasts longer than the hug in the chest.
I just wrote down light hug. I get a hug.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's not
there,
like,
but it's not.
And that just could be a heat and alcohol thing.
It
We've
could
been
be.
drinking a lot of 110 plus proofs lately.
But I like that it does it sits in the mouth
Yeah.
for a while. It lingers for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting on that finish too. Maybe like a little peppery.
Some notes of pepper. Okay. And and I think it goes with these weeders. It's a little sweet.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely sweet.
And
Definitely sweet.
I'm noticing
Sweet and
that.
spicy. Sweet and spicy. But so I have a hard time differentiating sometimes between a cinnamon note and like a peppery note.
Yeah.
Which might sound weird to everybody, but It's just that spicy note on the back end. You know what I mean?
Oh God, do we have a cinnamon and pepper here? We should.
Yeah, we have a cinnamon.
There's your cinnamon. I'll try to find the pepper.
I mean, that's a nose, though, right? I mean, it's really.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, because you can kind of taste what
Yeah,
you smell.
it'll translate.
There definitely was a pepper.
Where's
Did you used it?
Where's good old Sergeant? Mm.
Sergeant pepper.
There it is, black. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your what?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. That's your pepper. Yeah. Cinnamon, I can see where. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would aim more towards the cinnamon.
Yeah. And then when we've talked about this before, and I've mentioned it to John as well, white pepper, you get that hay.
More barnish.
Yeah, you get a little bit more of that barn. This one not as bad. I've had ones that have been very hay forward, barnish.
Oh, yeah. It smells like straight up
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah. Which is interesting. So yeah, there's definitely some notes there that every once in a while you need to revisit certain notes, certain
So it's
things.
definitely not the white pepper. It's
Yeah.
a little in between the cinnamon and the black pepper.
A little bit of that black
Yeah,
pepper.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean it's good. I think it's solid, man.
This is really solid.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It's a good. I wish if it was cheaper, this would be a daily sipper for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you rank it amongst the others? If you don't, if you can even answer that,
I like this the best.
do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also am not drinking one of those other ones right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't want to shit on the other ones necessarily, but I
No,
just
no,
don't.
no.
I just right now I think this is an overall very very good.
Okay. But you still also haven't tried the CYPB, right?
No, I
That's
haven't.
not an open
No,
open bottle.
I
'Cause
haven't.
That's a pricier.
So that one actually used to go for about the same as a single barrel. Right now, secondary,
it's come down, right?
it's come down as well.
Yeah.
So secondary on that one, yeah, it's a little bit more now.
Right,
So
right.
I think it's like 2 1/4 now,
Okay.
something like that. So it's not far off.
It sucks that they're so pricey, right? Because it would be cool to do like a fun thing with it, like
Yeah.
blind taste, see which one you like. But
Yeah.
these types of bottles, which I guess these are allocated,
Yeah.
it's like you could, but you can't fool around with it.
Yeah.
It I don't want to say financially doesn't make sense, but it's just it's such a good liquid to have
I know.
that you can't.
Well, you got to remember, they price it to
Maybe one day they'll come down as
Yeah.
much as where you can start doing that again.
but it's you got to look at how much work is being put into each bottle too.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and why the
yeah,
price tags
yeah.
are where they are, and why there's a desire for it.
But like you said, I believe they're producing more and more now.
Yeah.
And which is probably why.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You know,
That's exactly
And you
what it is.
see them more in the wild
Yeah.
now.
Yep. And remember, I just said it before. I was like the Weller Full Proof. Now, I mean, I know it's if you basically cost for it's like $60 something, $70 or something. A bottle on just if you were to get just not get a big markup on it or anything like that. MSRP. I'm not sure what is on that right
What's
now.
the proof on that one?
You can grab it. I forget.
It's the blue bottle.
Yeah. But I now you can get a bottle of this for on the secondary for $100, which is pretty good.
It's 114.
Which is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
For what would you say? For
$100.
$100?
Yeah. So that's pretty good for a Weller Full Proof. Which not too long ago I saw it at the store, which back then was a good price, was $200. So
Yeah.
I don't like to use the word good price because it's not a good price. It's really.
Well, you're paying for the worth of the bottle.
Yeah, because I know secondary prices were like $250 to $300 at one point on those full
Yeah,
proofs. So
yeah.
everything's come down a bit. So,
Awesome.
what are you giving it?
I'm going straight up. I like it. I'm going 410.
Okay, 410 for John.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going 425.
Okay.
I think it's just a solid.
I was gonna go a tad higher,
Yeah.
but I'm taking away just a little bit because the hug.
The hug and the finish. I figured that's what I was thinking.
but I'm liking the mouthfeel. So
Yeah.
I'm going 410.
Just going down. If I was just to judge on just going down, once I get that sip in and it's in my mouth, I would give it 4.5.
Yeah,
It's got great flavor.
Yeah, it does
But
have great flavor.
because of that finish and it's not, then I'm kind of like, there's some more to be desired.
And you open it up and let it sit in the glass for about 15 minutes. It's probably even even better.
Yeah, solid stuff, solid juice.
Yeah, good. Weller.
Weller, this is a fun one.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
glad we did this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So there's a lot going on recently, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with. So we're seeing
times they are a changing.
They are changing. We've seen recently. They're doing new vaccine schedules for kids and all that stuff, and they're going to start basically separating the vaccines from like one big vaccine to maybe a few. I'll do a little reading on it if you want, just so people that are watching can be a little bit more familiar with what it is. The order provides recommendations that give parents more information and options when making immunization decisions for their children. The order recommends all children get immunizations to provide protection from 11 diseases. That's a decrease from 18 diseases recommended by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in 2024. So that's come down. Immunizations no longer recommended for all children are now recommended for shared clinical decision-making, ensuring that parents have all options available to them. So it's basically, in a way, they're giving parents a little bit more education, a little more choice on that, I guess. The order recommends separating out that combined MMR vaccine into 3 single disease shots and recommends administering all vaccines during separate medical visits to give parents more options regarding the timing and frequency of the vaccine administration. States that enact school vaccine requirements are advised to consider the gold standard childhood vaccine recommendation and consider updating their laws to reflect the recommendations. A lot of recommendations going on here. All federal agencies are advised to advance the gold standard childhood vaccine recommendations based on their relevant authorities to ensure Americans have the best scientific information. The order maximizes parental choice. Okay. State compliance, constitutional federal law related to parental authority, religious freedom, disability, accommodations, and equal protection under the law. The order directs the Secretary of Health and Human Services through the HHS Task Force on Safer Childhood Vaccines to present plans to the President to improve vaccine research and options for American parents, including continuous evaluation of the risk and benefit profiles of all childhood vaccines based on U.S. and international data. So it's kind of like, I don't want to keep going with this. There's a lot going on there because it's a big thing here, but
I was just looking up MMR vaccine. So that's your measles, your mumps, and your rubella. Mm-hmm. And your rubella is a German type of measles that is, it looks like it's a very highly contagious rash.
Okay.
So what they do now is they combine it into that MMR.
Yeah.
And they are saying basically we would like to separate those into just a measles, just a mumps, just a rubella. But unfortunately right now, I don't believe if I read it right, they don't exist separately. It comes as a combined shot or vaccine. So what they want to do is try to separate those.
Yeah.
And there's pros and cons towards that stuff, right? Because that just means more shots for the children.
Yeah.
Over a longer period of time. Which means more time at the doctor.
Yeah.
So. Not to go off topic, do you get 35 spam calls per day?
It's gotten better with
mine's gotten absolute
Verizon
worse.
Because I did this thing where it basically answers the phone for me and says, "Who is this?" and "Can you leave a message?" and stuff like that.
I have that option. I didn't put it on, but
yeah, it's gotten better with that.
It's almost once an hour, every half hour. I'm getting, and it's really getting to me.
I know.
Sorry.
But yes, back to what we were saying. What's your take on this, John? What do you think? How do you feel about this? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think we're heading in the wrong direction? Do you like that parents are getting a little bit more educated on this and we're spacing things out a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I like that I like the education. Mm-hmm. I don't know. COVID threw or the C word through a loop for everything, right?
Yeah.
Because I was vaccinated. I vaccinated my children.
Yeah.
I do believe children should be vaccinated.
Yeah.
They should get certain shots, especially when they're young and especially go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Are we starting to add more crazy stuff? I don't. I think it was fine the way it was.
Yeah.
But it's stupid, but I do believe it should be parents' choice whether or not to have their
Yes.
child vaccinated. It sucks that it's not the children's choice,
Yeah.
but they're just too young.
What about things that are like, say, there's an STD, vaccination for a baby? Like, do you really need to be
No.
giving those kind of vaccinations and
No.
things like that?
No.
Or
No.
just kids of certain ages or
No.
anything of that sort? Like maybe like a hepatitis or something. Where it's, do they really need to be getting certain
No.
vaccines at that young of an age?
No. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Yeah.
Keep it to those measles. Keep it to the mumps. Keep
Yeah.
it to polio. Maybe even flu for a young
Yes.
kid.
Things that can cause like an epidemic or something along those lines, right?
Yeah, but not a COVID shot
yeah.
or a C word. I don't know what we're even allowed to say anymore because we've already gotten our one video taken down because of our thoughts on this. But I do believe I have anti-vaxxers, that I know, and they don't want. They're worried about their children.
Yeah.
I say we came out just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Did we? I mean, I don't know, but just keep it old school, man.
I want to get
Keep
to
it
that
simple.
though. I want to get to that in a little bit and just
Keep it simple.
yeah.
Keep it the way it was.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be adding much more, and I don't think we should be spreading them out. If there is a vaccine, man, I wish there was a vaccine we could just pour into a bottle and it's one for everything,
Yeah.
and then you're good.
Got our
You know,
cocktail,
I don't
yeah.
think you need to really be splitting them up.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's just more shots. And then you start questioning what's in these and what's that and what's this, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I do want to keep our children safe, but like I said, polio, mumps, measles.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't get a flu shot, and I don't give my kids the flu shot at this.
I think there's a reason for everything, though. Like, look at it this way: you ever have a Z-Pack before, and it comes with like whatever 4 pills, or depending which one you get, could be 6, could be whatever. Are you taking all those pills at once necessarily, or are you spreading them out? I mean, you're kind of just spreading them out to kind of combat whatever things are, But maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a bad comparison because these are vaccines, and that's for something that's. But
Yeah, I mean, usually when you get a Z-Pack, right, you take them all. I mean, I take everything at one time.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I just.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
You're full of shit.
No, I take everything at once.
Yeah.
What?
You can't do that.
Why?
Because it messes up the way it's supposed to be used.
It's an antibiotic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're full of shit. But yes, I mean, I guess there's a reason for it. And I'm actually kind of, it's like, even with the C word, the boosters. They say you get one and then you get the other. You get this and then they spread it out, whatever. If it can be done, I'm not opposed to it, necessarily spreading out a few of these vaccines and doing it because I feel there's a lot we don't know yet. I feel like there's going to be a lot of lawsuits in the future, especially with autism rates and everything like that. Like we didn't have those kind of either A, it wasn't put people who had autism was never reported, and people did have it, but it was just never out there as much because we weren't educated as much on it back in the day.
I think
Could be.
that's more the case.
Could be, or B, there is more going on with what's going into our bodies, between certain vaccines, between certain things. Has it been proven yet? No, it hasn't. And that's why we're kind of just in the dark with a lot of things. But
I think the problem is right now, I think we're too cautious with a lot of stuff. Listen, we ate shit off the floor. We ate dirt.
yes,
we put our
but
fingers in our mouths.
That's fine because that's developing your antibodies and all that stuff.
Well, I think that's a huge part of it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of relying on boosters and shots, I mean, let's go back old school, man. Let's
shit off
develop
the
our
floor.
own immunities. You know what I mean? Like, don't put your fingers in your mouth.
Put your fingers in the mouth. We need to get you immunities.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's like when a woman's pregnant, right? Now she can't eat shrimp. She can't eat this. She can't eat that.
Yeah.
She can't eat this. You know what I mean? When I was young, my mom was.
Can't smoke and drink when you're pregnant. Come on.
Maybe the smoking thing, yeah, a little bit. But my mom ate salami sandwiches when she was pregnant with me. You know what I mean? Now so you can't eat processed meat. You can't eat shrimp. You can't eat that. Well, you can't eat ugats.
Sushi.
Come on, man.
Coffee.
Why?
You have to limit it. Yeah.
You know, for 20 years, you can't put a baby on its back when it's sleeping. Then the next 20 years, no, the baby's got to be on its back. It can't be on its front.
Yeah.
Don't put it on its side. Everything changes every few years.
Yeah.
But these
Eat eggs, don't eat eggs.
these are going to have this is going to have a lasting, a little bit longer lasting effect on people, because now you're putting things into bodies that you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, go back to that C word shot, man. Those boosters. I mean, looking at what's going on now, what's coming out, It's like they knew that some of these boosters could have caused like miscarriages in pregnant women.
Yeah.
And they still put them out there.
Yeah.
It's
there's going to be a lot revealed, and Fauci's got a lot going on with him right now, huh?
It's crazy. It's
He's,
crazy. But we followed our government during that time because we were so.
It was new.
It was new. We were so enclosed. We weren't in the know.
And we were scared.
And, I mean, like I said, I was telling, we can go over these stories over and over. Where were you during the, I went to the goddamn racetrack, and I sat in line for 3 hours with the dirty racetrack. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be more information out there, I believe.
Yeah.
And proof on what happens with these vaccines.
And
especially when you're adding.
That's what it seems like they're trying to do right here, though. It looks like they're trying to educate the parents a little bit more.
That's
on
a good
everything.
thing.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. I think we need to know. It's almost like we're so used to doing stuff because they say we need to do it that a lot of times we don't question what's going on. We don't question what's going into our body or our child's body and everything. They don't have a choice with this. The kid doesn't have a choice.
The kid doesn't have a choice.
You're making the decisions for them, and you're hoping you're making the best decision.
Right.
And as a parent that might be a little bit more paranoid out there, not saying I am, but I'm just saying as a parent could be, they may have more questions. They want to be educated more on that.
It's funny because when you think about that, right? And I'm going to do a weird comparison here because you're like, well, the kid doesn't have a say.
Yeah.
And maybe the kid shouldn't have a say. As parents, we need to know what we're putting in our kid's body.
Exactly.
But the kids also don't have a say when they're 5 years old and a little boy's like, well, I want to be a girl. You know, and then parents are acting on them.
Yeah.
At what point do the children start having a voice?
Well, adults usually is what it is.
But I mean, you got your 13, 14-year-old going to school and they still need to get maybe a booster, or they need to get a shot, or they need to get something. At like, what point is like that? I don't feel comfortable.
Well, you can have that discussion with your kid at that point, and see if that's something they don't want to do.
As a parent, do you think it should be mandatory for all kids to be vaccinated to go to school?
I think certain ones, yes, only because if it's a public school or something along those lines, because you're messing with the choices of other parents. I guess it's more the greater good with that, I guess, and the greater good says, well, we don't want this kid getting sick, and then the other kid who didn't get vaccinated is going to get sick, and then this and that. So, I guess I don't know. It's a double-edged sword at times. You don't know because then again, if the other kids are vaccinated, the majority of the people are vaccinated, they're not getting sick. Then, I think when it comes to the public school system, you got to kind of tread lightly with certain things.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. You do have to tread lightly.
Yeah.
But is it up to the school and up to the government to be able to force people to put things that into their children's bodies that they might not want to?
Yeah.
And do I think it's crazy not to vaccinate your children? I do.
Mm-hmm.
I think those vaccinations are there for a reason.
Yeah, we've come a long way. We've learned a lot with scientific
but again,
research.
It is your choice.
Yeah.
That maybe you don't want to.
Like with the whole COVID thing, I got vaccinated. I had the booster, all that stuff. Our son, we never got him.
Not one?
Nope. We said we don't know enough about this, and we didn't want to do it. My kid is younger than yours, so your kids probably had a better system,
Well, I mean, my thing was,
because my kid was like 2 or 3 at the time.
I went as soon as it came out. I was like, I'm going to get it right away.
Yeah.
But I'm getting it first.
Yeah.
And we're going to wait a week or two.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how it affects me.
Uh-huh.
If all of a sudden I start, then you're not getting it. So I'll be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
If I die in my sleep, don't get it.
Yeah.
That's the way we went about it. But at that time, I was believing everything everybody told me.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been putting water in you.
I know.
God knows what was going in our bodies.
And once again, back to Fauci, that's why he's getting drilled now, because everyone put their trust in him.
And I hate that shit, man.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth. What color's your tie? I plead the fifth. Dude, you have immunity, bro.
Yeah.
You were pardoned already. Answer the goddamn questions.
Yeah.
You know you were wrong. You know the government was wrong. Step up, man. Just be a man.
Yeah, take accountability. If you
Take
want if you want a
accountability.
position like that, then
You're old. You don't got much time left.
Yeah.
Just spill the beans, dude. Spill the
Yeah.
beans.
yep.
Hey, look what we got.
Look what we got.
We're on a roll. These past few episodes, we've been putting
Bringing some beers.
beers back.
So recently, a couple days ago, I went to Tin Barn Brewing up in Sugarloaf, right?
Sugarloaf. It's one of my favorite spots.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. And I don't do as many of the New England style IPAs as I used to, as much as them. But this time around, I looked in the fridge and I was like, "Ooh, that's a pretty cool collab going on right there."
Yeah, definitely a cool collab.
And I was like, let me pick this one up. We could put it on the podcast. So
Yeah. So this one is called All Streets Everything. It is a 7.6% New England style IPA with Citro, Cryo Citra, Cryo Nectaron, Muñeca, Waimaha, whatever.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
And a partridge in a pear tree. And this is a collab between Tin Barn Brewing, Other Half, which is great, and Trillium, which is really great. Trillium is one of my favorite breweries.
It's the Trillist.
Yeah. And this looks really cool. It does actually have more of a Trillium feel on the can.
I like the play on the words. You got the streets, like with the Trillium. That's what they're big on, and then
Center Street.
And all, like, whatever, everything is Other Half.
Yeah, so you got Conger Street, which is up in Massachusetts, where Trillium is from. You have Center Street. I believe that's in Brooklyn, where Other Half is originally from. And then you have Kings Highway with the tractor, which is what the street that
God
Tin
rest
Barn
the
is on.
tractor soul.
Yes, the tractor got hit by a truck, and the tractor is no more.
Yeah.
If you know Tin Barn at all, their slogan was, "Turn at the tractor."
Yeah. I wonder if a tractor trailer picked it up.
Yeah. So that's actually a really cool can having all three streets on there. So I like it.
Let's put it up there. Yeah.
And let's see. Sorry. Yep. There you go. Let's see what we're working with here.
Yeah, let's get this. Gosh, I always feel like we're analyzing whiskey when it comes to beer because we were so used to doing it now, but we can talk on the nose. Wow, that's got like a flavor bomb in my nose, man. I'm just getting everything there. Pineapple.
And it's funny, man.
Some dankness.
I'm not picking up. Like, usually you'd be like, all right, it's leaning towards a Tin Barn smell. It's leaning towards another half smell. It's definitely has a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah. That's right,
Cheers.
man.
Thanks for bringing this.
Yeah, man. And this is my first time having it too.
Okay. That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah. The heck was that?
Oh my God, that was my throat.
Oh my God. What you got going
That
on
was
there?
my throat absorbing the liquid.
Got something living in there?
What? Oh, that freaked me out.
Tell Ralph to slow down there.
The weirdest part is I didn't feel it. I heard it.
It's like gurgling. Delicious. I wonder if we got that on the mic. We had to have if I heard it over here.
That's really good. I do believe that the Trillium is coming out of this more than the others. And
I don't
I
know,
like
man.
it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Is there something distinct? Yeah, I think I agree with you. I'm getting more of that Trillium or maybe Other Half over the Tin Barn.
Yeah. Tin Barn really has a distinct flavor to it.
Yeah, but I think this was obviously made at Tin Barn, right? They just collaborated.
Brewed by Tin Barn Brewing in collaboration with in celebration of our 6th-year anniversary. So yeah, it looks like it was brewed at Tin Barn.
Cool.
Sweet.
That's pretty cool, man. Just to be like a
I love
brewer.
when they all come together and they, you know what I mean?
But sometimes it's just simply just them talking on the phone or sharing notes
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever. I'm
and
not saying that's the case with this, but
I'm it probably was.
Yeah.
I don't,
yeah. Let's do something. Add some of this in there. Add some of this in there. Let's try that, and then whatever, But
I like it.
yeah.
Speaking of Tin Barn, in just a few days, we will be heading up to the Wild Acres. When this comes out, our Wild Acres 2026 adventure will be finished.
So if we have a video out or something before
So
that,
we may have a little
if we decide
video
to do
out
that,
from there.
I don't know if we
We
will.
always throw a little drunken live out there or something.
There's a chance.
So that's going to be a good time. Was a good time.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Drownlands Brewery is just a couple miles down the road from Tin Barn. So if you're ever up in the Chester, Sugarloaf, Warwick area, hit up Tin Barn, hit up Drownlands.
Yeah.
You got the Last Whiskey Bar down the block.
Yeah,
if
I
you want
think
some good
we
bourbon.
may have to stop there too, possibly.
Probably will,
So we-
probably will. But don't drink and drive. We are responsible. We drink.
And we watch each other drive.
We watch each other drive home, and then we
Yeah.
talk to each other on the phone. You okay?
Yeah.
No, but we eat. We sober up a little bit. Pound those waters.
Yeah.
And eat the food, and all good.
All good.
All good.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you what you feel about the whole vaccine thing. I feel like we really didn't hit probably as much as we
We didn't hit too much.
should have. Is there anything else you wanted to say on it?
Basically, you
Wrap it.
know, tell us what you think about, should it be the parents' choice? Should the government be getting involved as much as it is? Should Kennedy be getting involved in it as much? You know, I mean, he does.
John? Bobby?
Robert. Is he?
Mary,
That's nice. That's nice. I guarantee you, if he didn't have that voice issue, he would have had even bigger position. You know, he would have even been a good run for president, probably. Not, I mean, good. Not to say I would like him.
He's fucking nuts, bro.
No, but I think that a lot of people would have, you know, because was.
These kids are fat. They're all fat and retarded.
I think he would have had a fair shot. Let's put it that way. He's a Kennedy, so you know, and hated by his family now.
Because they have a good rap.
You know. Yeah. So, anyways,
My thought is I believe every parent should have their own choice. I believe
in the children of the future.
I'm going to say I don't agree with you if you are an anti-vaxxer for your children. I believe you should have the choice, but I don't agree with your choice if you are not getting it done.
Yeah.
I'll just say it that way.
Yeah. I am actually kind of for what they're trying to do here. Let's give it a shot. See if it works. If it doesn't work, then, you know, there's other options.
Listen, it's all about the kids, man. We
Yeah.
don't want them getting sick.
Yeah. Yeah, and we want the parents to be educated. We want to be educated because a lot of times, like I said, I'll go into it and they're like, oh, he needs this. He needs. It's not like he should get this. They say he needs this vaccine, and this vaccine. We're going to give that to him today. Not like, hey, he should probably get this. What do you guys think about
Right.
that? It's
Right.
never that. They always just tell you what they're going to do.
Right. Give the parents the choice, and maybe give choice to the vaccine they're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I want my kids to get the MMR? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I want them to get the flu shot though? Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't get the flu shot.
How do you think doctors or pediatricians are going to feel about it though when they say, all right, we got to set up 6 appointments for this kid within the next whatever months?
Cha-ching!
Is it? Does it count like that or a follow-up visit? I wonder how that would work. how
No,
that
you're
would work
paying
there.
every time you're going, man.
Yeah.
You're paying every time you're going. If you're not paying, your insurance is paying every time you're going.
But then scheduling and stuff. But I mean, they have their helpers that can probably just,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah.
here, Jack, go give them a
Absolutely.
vaccine, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Go stick a thermometer in their ass.
There you go.
You know, go do that stuff. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm not necessarily opposed to it. It seems like I said, it might be a fair idea, and
Yeah.
you
We
know.
could probably go on with this conversation.
Yeah,
for-
there's
for a
other
long
things we
time,
might touch on too at some point.
but we're trying to keep things a little shorter. And
Yeah, I think the only thing I was going to mention before when you said
Go for it.
because I said I was going to touch on it and I don't want to just skip it just yet
Go
before we end this. When you had mentioned, oh well, we grew up fine, everything worked out fine, but I feel like over the years they're putting more and more stuff into our meats. When it comes to hormones and things
Okay.
of that sort,
fair.
where girls especially are going through puberty a lot younger in life now. I feel like back in the day that they were older when they started to go through their changes and everything like that. And I feel like Americans in general are between obesity and between that and between just being larger than a lot of people in other countries, as in not necessarily obesity, but I'm just talking about stature too. We're bigger people. We're not Vikings here, but I think I always felt like whatever they're shooting into these meats, if it's hormones or anything of that sort, is, how the old expression, you are what you eat. And I feel that it's playing a role in how we are growing and everything of that sort. In a way, it's kind of unnatural. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Are we eating with these red dyes and all that stuff and everything that they're finding out that might be causing cancer or linked to cancer? Is that adding to, because we've gotten very loose with it. European standards are much stricter.
They are.
And as opposed to what we have here, even Canadian standards are.
I think we also did a whole episode on that, right? Like what's not acceptable or what's illegal in Europe that we eat here.
Yes, we did. Yes. And I think that plays a role too. So I don't know, when we grew up, you were born in the 70s. I was born right at that border at 80. And I feel like some of the stuff that we had weren't as bad as far as antibiotics. Now they just want to grow the biggest chicken because that's the biggest profit, and they want to grow this and that and everything. Where they are forced now to put out stuff out there because people have become more aware. Where they say these are cage-free, hormone-free, and this and that. Because now you need it. You need it because it got to a point where we're kind of just not eating stuff that we're eating stuff that these chicken producers and everything were saying, well, we want to make bigger chickens, but you don't know the long-term effects of what it's doing. So I think that plays a role too as well.
Fair, absolutely fair.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. So
you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I agree.
We'll see, and you'll see even nowadays. I remember back in the day, Trick cereal. They tried, and here's the issue. Here's part of the issue now. Trick cereal. They tried. Where they did natural coloring and everything, where they might use beet juice as a coloring or whatever, and it didn't do well for consumers because they're like, I missed the nice, bright, vivid colors.
Yeah.
So they had to switch it back.
Didn't they recently do something with Doritos with that, where they made them naked Doritos because people were afraid of the orange and the dust that was in it? So they're like, we're going to do it without the dust, and it's going to be naked Doritos, and you're going to get the flavor, but the dust is going to be there.
Yeah. And there's just, unfortunately, people are hooked on it, and they're like, no, I like it the way I always got it. And it's almost like you have to make two options for them. Oh, well, you can get the regular ones that'll kill you, or you can get the ones that taste exactly the same, and you don't have to worry about this as much.
Yeah.
And all these dyes and all that stuff. So,
yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot we don't know. And
I mean, are they causing us to panic by putting too much shit in our brains? It's no good for you, right? This and that, you know what I mean? It's like now you're causing mass panic.
I think one of our biggest enemies is sugar. I think that's one of our biggest. I think when you have a Coca-Cola or these, where there's just like they load it up. And I'm sorry, but some of these I call them dirty sugars, these fake sugars, your sucrose or sucralose or whatever, your stevia and everything, I don't necessarily think they're good either. I think that because everything converts to sugar in your body. They can report it as not being sugar, but then it converts to sugar in your body. So it's basically like doing the same fucking thing.
Or it's doing something worse.
Yeah, or doing something worse, and it tastes worse too. So I don't know. I think you're going to see times are changing. We're going to see a lot of changes, and I don't mind that they're trying to crack down on some of this stuff. So
all right, cool.
Weller single barrel. Awesome to have this on the show. Nice to bring it back.
Thank you for opening that.
Or bring it not back. Bring it to the show.
Bring it to the show. Take it off that shelf back there because it was right
there. It's going right back there.
there.
And then shout out to Tin Barn doing that collab with Other Half and Trillium. Good liquid.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks.
Good. Cheers, John.
Cheers, Ken.
Cheers to you. All right.